My dearest child, Archangel Michael has stood by your door, softly knocking for numerous hours. And through his voice, I now communicate with you. I reach you not with a loud clamor, but with a hushed tone that penetrates beyond mere sound. You are unaware of what is secretly taking place. You perceive yourself as solitary, yet you are observed not out of apprehension, but with profound affection. A heart is blossoming for you much like a flower. This moment is critical. The name itself will astonish you. Indeed, my timing is always flawless, and so is my message. Today holds a unique significance. It is unlike yesterday. A profound development is underway encompassing marriage destiny and a name you've either forgotten or consciously suppressed. However, that name is on the verge of reawakening. You may believe love operates silently, but heaven has been openly vocal about you recently. The angels have been murmuring your name during their gatherings. And Archangel Michael, he has been specifically assigned to you today with a revelation that could cause your hands to tremble. He emphasizes that this is not a matter for postponement. He states that this name must be uttered before the sun descends. He declares, I must impress upon you that this is no mere chance. You are encountering these words because your soul reached out to me during your semi-conscious state last night, and my response was complete. If you are ready to fully receive this truth, type Amen below and claim your divine timing. And as you do, know that liking this video will activate the flow of God's favor in your life. Access, please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. Now, lend me your full attention. This message transcends mere romance. It is far grander. It concerns a connection etched into existence before your birth. A soul agreement ratified in divine light. This individual, yes, the very one who yearns to marry you, doesn't merely desire you. They recognize you from a bygone era, another realm, another lifetime. And in this current existence, their memory is slowly returning. Their soul is stirring awake. And the first name they softly whispered in their dreams was unequivocally yours. A word of caution, pause and prepare your heart to receive. If this message already resonates personally with you, I urge you to subscribe to this channel before it slips your mind. Know that subscribing will activate God's prophetic promise and alignment in your life. Someone else also requires this truth. And the angels may utilize you to deliver it to them. This is not merely a video. It is a sacred announcement. Affirm to heaven that you have received it by subscribing now. You will witness the unfolding events within the next 24 hours because, child, Archangel Michael is resonating deeply in spirit. Speak it, utter their name. You already know it, don't you? That name has just drifted through your thoughts. It has been poised on your tongue for days. You perceive it in unexpected places. You hear it upon waking. This is not your imagination. This is me. This is heaven. This is them striving to connect with you. But why at this moment? Because their soul has finally attained sufficient purity to stand beside yours. Their energy is undergoing a cleansing by light. Their burden of shame is being lifted and they are meticulously planning something. An endeavor that demands considerable courage. A proposal is taking shape not solely in words, but through concrete action. They wish to marry your soul, not just your physical being. They desire to journey with you in sincerity. They seek to pray with you, not simply to amuse themselves with you. This is precisely why the name will profoundly shock you. Because this is not fleeting desire. This is not casual interaction. This is divine alignment. And now I must articulate what you were apprehensive of hearing. The delay was not a consequence of their lack of love for you. It stemmed from their inability to love themselves. However, something is now profoundly affecting them, and that something is you. They recently glimpsed something, a photograph, a social media post, a fleeting look, and it utterly overwhelmed them. They comprehended that you were not merely someone they once knew. You are the one. And now that gentle whisper has intensified into a resounding thunder. They are preparing their next step and heaven is orchestrating the remainder. If I reveal their name to you, will you heed the promptings of your heart instead of succumbing to your fears? Allow me to reiterate this, the name will astound you. Not because it is unfamiliar, but precisely because it is the one you silently erased. The one you never dared to hope would ever return, but now they are. They are being divinely guided. They are being strongly impelled. Angels are diligently working overtime to clear their path. Every obstacle, every postponement, every period of silence is on the verge of transforming. But this will only occur if you are open. Only if you affirm your acceptance when they manifest. You lamented that you had been forgotten. Even when they disregarded you, even when they obstructed you, even when they conversed with others, observed others, or shared laughter with others, none of them were you, and you were unaware of the nights they wept while softly speaking. But I declare to you today, you have never departed from their heart. Your name to me. I did not disregard them, but I required their soul to be adequately prepared. I do not endorse confusion. I do not compensate for dishonor. That is why I waited. That is why you waited. But now the period of waiting has concluded because their soul is commencing to acknowledge what it once rejected you. And this time their intentions are serious. This is not a message meant for idle curiosity. This is a divine premonition. They are being divinely moved by spirit to step forward, to confess, to return, to genuinely shock you because they comprehend that you were not just another person. You were the solution, you were the sanctuary, you were the sacred promise. The angels are observing your reaction because your soul yearned for this very moment a long time ago. I was present when you uttered God. If they are truly the one, then enact something grand. Prove it to me. Let them articulate something, perform something, reveal something. And now something is about to happen very soon. A message, a visit, a telephone call, a dream. And it will eliminate all shadow of doubt. This is not a trivial matter. This is marital energy. This is sacred decision-making. You will recognize the shift when it manifests. Their voice will possess a different quality. Their words will carry profound significance. They will not flirt. They will speak undeniable truth. They will not pretend. They will confess. They will not conceal. They will reveal, and your spirit will perceive it before your ears even register the sound. That is how you will discern that it is I. But child, listen with utmost care. The adversary will also attempt to sow discord during this period. He will endeavor to implant fear, uncertainty, and rekindle old wounds. He will question, what if they inflict pain upon you again? What if this is an illusion? What if they are merely bored? But these are deceptions, because the soul that is now stepping forward is not the same soul you once knew. This iteration of them is reborn, refined, prepared. They have received visions of you. They have perceived things in spirit. They have felt your name pressed against their heart every single morning for weeks. And they can no longer evade it. I have accomplished something within them that only heaven could achieve. I have eliminated their distractions. I have emptied their illusory peace. I have reminded them repeatedly that you are the one, and now their spirit is trembling. They desire to marry you. They are hesitant to tell you, but even more terrified to exist without you. And the name I perceive you are still pondering. God, who is it? Please just articulate it. My child, I will disclose it not in this exact instant, but in theirs. You will hear it imminently, loudly, clearly, possibly whispered from their own lips, perhaps inscribed in a message or spoken within a dream. But when you hear it, your entire being will instantly recognize the sound. Because I have already imprinted it upon your spirit. And until that moment arrives, I require you to prepare. Yes, prepare your heart, not your apprehensions. Do not shield yourself. Embrace grace. Do not erect barriers. Open wide your doors because they are approaching rapidly. And they will speak the words you have yearned to hear. But I need you to be ready to genuinely receive, not just to react. If you are still reading this, it serves as a sign, a powerful confirmation. This is not a commonplace video. This is heaven extending its hand to you. Grasp it now. Align yourself with this divine light by subscribing. Share this prophetic word now, knowing that sharing this prophetic word will activate the anointing. And share that breakthrough with your network. Thus, allow me to employ you as a messenger for others. Do not keep this profound truth to yourself. Someone else is fervently praying for this very moment, and you might very well be their angel. Now, lean in, for there is more I must disclose. They did not return sooner because they were under profound spiritual attack. Every time they attempted to gravitate towards you, an unseen force pulled them back. Fear, arrogance, deceptive illusions. But within the past 7 days, something fundamentally shifted. A spiritual chain irrevocably broke. And in that very moment, they remembered you so vividly, it moved them to tears. They have been awakening with your name on their lips. Even if they do not consider themselves spiritual, they are sensing something far grander. And it is simultaneously terrifying and exquisitely beautiful to them. And now they stand on the precipice of undertaking something radical, something entirely unplanned, something they unequivocally swore they would never do. But that is the transformative power of love. When heaven intercedes, it alters the very rules. They are crafting something right now. A message, a heartfelt letter, a proposal, a profound truth. And they are questioning whether you will accept it or decline it. I need you to hear me clearly. If they speak, listen with the depth of your soul, not with your past pain. This is a hallowed moment. Do not permit your scars to speak more loudly than my voice. Do not allow fear to impede what I am actively orchestrating, because I have meticulously aligned timelines, hearts, and destinies for this precise hour. Yes, this hour, not a day, not a month, but now, because everything is perfectly ready. And if you overlook this, you will experience a deep sense of loss. I do not typically assert this, but in this specific instance, time is of the essence. The window of opportunity is brief. If they open their heart and perceive your door to be closed, they will recede back into silence. And years from now, you will ponder what might have transpired. So, heed my words. Do not procrastinate. Do you recall the exact moment you relinquished control? That serene day when you finally declared, "God, I surrender. If they are not predestined for me, then remove them from my life." I heard that, but I did not remove them. I drew them deeper. I immersed them into the refining fire. I exposed their imperfections. I allowed them to experience your absence in a way that silence could not assuage. I revealed to them what life would genuinely be like without your illuminating presence. And that shattered them, not as a form of punishment, but as a catalyst to awaken them. And now they are fully awake, and what they experience is not mere desire. It is undeniable destiny. You have expended so much time attempting to move forward. You convinced yourself it was truly over, but nothing I have genuinely inscribed is ever truly lost. And indeed, I inscribed this. You sensed it within your very bones. You felt it in the inexplicable way you could not despise them. Even when you earnestly tried, that was not a weakness. That was a divine remembrance. Now listen to me, child. The one who wishes to marry you is not without flaws, but they are transformed. They have traversed tumultuous storms. They have grappled with angels in their slumber. They have posed questions to me concerning you. Do they still remember me, God? Did I irrevocably ruin everything? Will they ever forgive me? And my response to them has consistently been the same: only if you speak. Only if you come clean. And now they will. However, you possess a choice. Heaven does not compel love. I merely forge the pathway. You choose whether to walk upon it. If you are still harboring the former version of them within your heart, release it. Because what is approaching is fresh, pure, courageous, and sacred. They may falter with words. They may not comprehend how to initiate, but their heart will articulate everything their lips cannot. And you will understand that this is not a deception. This is a promise returning in human form. They have been observing you, child, not with obsession, but with admiration from a distance, in silence. They sought to ascertain if you are currently involved with someone, if you still harbor resentment, if your heart remains open, and upon discovering you are still unattached, they wept softly. They have been engaging in conversations about you with others, posing inquiries, striving to muster the courage to reach out, believing they had lost you irrevocably. But now they perceive that perhaps, just perhaps, God did not irrevocably close that door. Perhaps the door was simply awaiting the opportune knock. And now the knock is coming. Within 3 days, you will discern a sign, a dream, a name, a number, a soft whisper, a synchronicity so unmistakable it will cause your skin to tingle. That is when you will know it has commenced. The unraveling, the return, the astonishing truth that someone yearns to marry you, and it is them. They might cautiously test the waters, a gentle message, a narrative they forward. To you, a casual comment, but their energy will convey everything, and your soul will. They may not articulate it directly at first. Vibrate in profound recognition. Do not disregard that sensation. Do not flee from it. Do not overanalyze it. Simply permit yourself to feel it. Because I will be present in that very moment, positioned between both of you, ensuring that the words penetrate your heart, not merely your ears. Now, child, I need you to inhale deeply because I am about to utter something that may evoke fear within you. They were once apprehensive of commitment, but now they are terrified of losing you forever. That fundamental shift has altered everything. They are researching engagement rings. They are consulting with someone older, wiser. They are mentally rehearsing a conversation with you every single night. They do not wish to merely date you. They desire to journey through life with you. They aspire to construct something eternal. They yearn for your affirmative response. If you are questioning why now, God, I will explain because love is not truly authentic until it has been thoroughly tested and both of you have undergone. But the ultimate decision still rests with you. Significant trials. You have wept, you have matured, you have loved in silence. And now it is time to love in truth, not through fanciful illusions, but through tangible reality. Marriage is not built upon fleeting butterflies. It is built upon courageous, unwavering affection. And that is precisely what is approaching. Not a faultless individual, but a persistent soul who is finally prepared to regard your heart as sacred. This serves as your confirmation. They were the one all along. The name will profoundly shock you. Not because it is unfamiliar, but because it is deeply, profoundly familiar. You will feel the very earth shift when you hear it again. It will feel akin to sunrise after a decade of profound darkness. That is how you will ascertain that I am intricately involved. That is how you will know heaven is fully aligned with your heart. And when they articulate your name once more, when they softly whisper, I never ceased loving you, you will feel every wound begin its healing process. You have patiently awaited this day. Not because you were desperate, but because you were discerning. You did not compromise. You did not surrender your soul to deceptive imitations. You did not lose yourself in superficial affection. And now I recompense that discernment with something that was perpetually yours then. I observed the way you regarded them that day, even when you were unaware they were watching. And I observed the way they averted their gaze because the truth felt too burdensome. Love, genuine love is a weighty essence. It demands truthfulness. It demands transformation. And now they are undergoing transformation for the first time. Not because someone instructed them to, but because their own soul is wary of pretense. They can no longer fee in peace. They can no longer fee in connection. They yearn for authenticity, and only you have ever truly felt like that to them. Child, there are angels presently surrounding you. Your room is not vacant. There is a stillness you perceive, and it is not merely an emotion. It is a profound presence. We are witnessing your heart soften. Heaven is meticulously noting every single second you have patiently waited. Every tear you shared in solitude. Every instance you uttered, God, I simply desire someone who truly sees me. I saw you and now they do too. They did not perceive you clearly before because their vision was obscured. But now I have dispersed the fog. I have silenced the clamor and I have embedded your name so powerfully within their chest that they cannot even partake of food without feeling its resonance. You are not forgettable. You are utterly unforgettable. And it is not solely your physical beauty, it is your soul. The way you attentively listen, the way you genuinely love, the way you hold sacred space for others. That is what initially drew me to you. And that is what is drawing them back to you now. You may now experience apprehension. What if they are not genuine? What if they shatter me once more? But child, you are not the same either. You will not be broken as you were before. You are now wiser, stronger. And this time I will be present in the room when that conversation takes place. I will guide their words. I will calm your heart. I will confirm it in the quiet recesses because this is me. This is my precise timing. This is heaven's divine plan. The name will surface gently. You might hear it while engaged in something seemingly unrelated. You might discern it inscribed in an old note or message. You might dream of it. But when it manifests, I desire you to softly whisper back, "Okay, God, I hear you," because that precise moment will unlock something significant within the spirit. And you will begin to observe signs everywhere. Music that speaks directly to your circumstances, repeating numerical sequences. That peculiar sensation in your chest indicating something momentous is about to occur. It is not anxiety, it is divine alignment. Do not disregard it. This is not a message intended for mere entertainment. This is a sacred liberation of truth. And if you are still engaging with this, it signifies that you were divinely chosen to receive it. The forthcoming days will unveil further revelations. A door will open. A message will arrive. A secret will be exposed. And love, true God-breathed love, will show its authentic face. I am not finished authoring your narrative. I am only now turning the most pivotal page, but I will gently caution you. There may be individuals who attempt to divert your attention, who endeavor to persuade you that this cannot be genuine. Do not permit them to drown out what I am communicating. This sacred truth exists between you and heaven. No one else has the prerogative to define your destiny. Let them scoff. Let them entertain doubts, but you continue to observe. You continue to await. You remain open. Because when it materializes, and it unequivocally will, the glory will be so profound that even your adversaries will softly acknowledge. Perhaps God truly was with them all along. Now take a breath with me. The next 24 hours represent a sacred countdown somewhere. Someone is preparing to articulate what they have suppressed for years. Do not be surprised if the moment is disordered, if it is awkward, if it is intensely emotional. Experience it fully because I will be present there too, enveloping both of you. In my embrace, pouring profound peace into the moment, washing away everything that is how authentic healing commences. Do not flee from it. Lean into it. Precede it. The name is approaching, and when it arrives, I desire you to articulate your own name back with strength, with affection, with a readiness to receive. Because they are not solely coming to. This is not a mere return to the past. This is a glorious resurrection. Declare their love for you. They are coming to ask you something deeper, something sacred, something that possesses the power to fundamentally alter everything. And your response will transform the very atmosphere. If you feel this message resonate, confirm it within your spirit. Now whisper, "God, I'm ready." Articulate it aloud if you are able. Let your room perceive your declaration. Let the angels meticulously record it. Because once you vocalize that readiness, heaven will commence to move with greater velocity. The energy will accelerate. The connection will intensify. You will perceive a sudden urgency within your physical being. That is me. That is Archangel Michael delivering the message directly through your very skin. It is real. It is happening, and you are about to witness it with your own eyes. Maintain composure, remain open, stay present. Because the name you never anticipated, the person you presumed was long gone, is now standing in the brilliant light of heaven. And they are softly whispering, "God, I am ready to marry them. Please let them know, and I have just done so. You are no longer waiting." They are. Now proceed and prepare to receive the profound shock of your life because love, real love, is at your door. And the name it is only one message away. Yes, beloved, I will continue because your soul is still listening and heaven has not concluded its pronouncements. What is transpiring around you is far more profound than what the physical eyes can perceive. It is inherently spiritual. It is energetically charged. It is divine intervention meticulously disguised as discomfort. You are not merely being alerted. You are undergoing an awakening. This unfamiliar individual who persistently approaches your residence. This shadowy presence that repeatedly manifests when you are absent from home. They do not even comprehend that they have trespassed upon hallowed ground. They are treading upon sacred territory because the dwelling you inhabit carries your unique spiritual imprint, and that imprint is inherently divine. You do not merely reside within a structure. You inhabit a space imbued with God's love, a space where angels linger. A space where your tears, your laughter, your fervent prayers have imprinted powerful vibrations into the very air. And that is precisely why this intrusion feels so profoundly wrong. Because something sacred is being touched by someone who possesses no legitimate right. They assume they remain unobserved. They believe no one is privy to their actions. But heaven sees. I see. Your spirit sees. And this is the final juncture before a complete revelation. Something monumental is about to transpire. A significant shift, a direct confrontation, not through physical altercation, not with anger, but through undeniable truth. Their identity will be unveiled. Perhaps in a conversation you were not intended to overhear. Perhaps in a dream so vivid it feels as though you lived it. Perhaps through an accidental utterance from someone who possesses too much information. But it will assuredly happen. And in that pivotal moment, you will not even need to react. You will simply stand steadfast in your radiant light. And your silence will wield greater power than any accusation, because you will finally grasp the profound truth. This battle was never solely about you. It was about what you embody, what is approaching, what you are predestined to become. You see, child, you possess something sacred within you that most individuals cannot adequately handle. And instead of cultivating their own inner light, some individuals attempt to illicitly claim another's glow. This person, this visitor, this intruder, they were never genuinely seeking your material possessions. They were after your frequency, your essence, that inexplicable presence you emanate when you enter a room. And when they could not discover it within themselves, they endeavored to appropriate it from you without your consent. But that is not how the spiritual realm operates. Energy that is not rightfully earned invariably becomes unstable. And now their inherent chaos is commencing to disintegrate. That is why they are consumed by desperation, That is why they persistently return. But this time they will be confronted by a force they never anticipated. You fully awakened, you fully divinely covered. You walking in profound divine power. You finally comprehending that the discomfort was not an assault. It was a clarion call, a sacred alarm resonating deep within your soul, imploring you to return to your authentic self. And now you have responded. You are no longer the same person you were when you first perceived this shift. You have fundamentally changed. And regardless of what this stranger attempts now, they are already too late because you have returned to your inner core. You have remembered who you truly are, a divine child, a spiritual warrior, a vessel of light, so pure that darkness possesses no language to comprehend it. You are not broken. You are being meticulously rebuilt, emerging stronger than ever before. If you recognize this powerful shift within yourself, declare it by typing "I am reborn" in the comments. And now I must convey something vital regarding your path ahead. Do not be surprised if you suddenly experience unexpected emotional surges for no apparent reason, or if you feel chills while immersed in silence, or if a feather mysteriously appears in an unusual. Over the next few days, the energetic ambience surrounding you will feel noticeably lighter. Occasion. These are definitive signs, clear indicators that the divine has activated, that the angelic guardians have been strategically deployed, that your dwelling, your energy, your very name are now enveloped in intricate layers of. These are not mere coincidences. Angelic protection. Your personal space has been divinely reclaimed. The portal that once permitted discordant energies to enter has now been firmly closed by Heaven's hand. And the profound peace that was unjustly taken from you is now in the process of returning. Stronger, deeper, more unshakable than it ever was before. Declare with me, my peace is permanent. There is something else I need you to understand. You are not irrational for feeling emotions intensely. You are spiritually gifted, and the more you consciously step into this inherent truth, the more fortified and protected you become, the more your intuition sharpens, the more the misaligned individuals begin to recede from your. You are not merely imagining these subtle shifts. Life. You will undeniably start to notice this profound transition. Friends who once felt intimately close may now seem distant. Places you once cherished may now exude a heavy, oppressive energy. That is your spirit unequivocally communicating to you what is harmoniously aligned and what has reached its expiration. Listen intently. Do not cling to what no longer provides a sense of security. This current season is meticulously designed for cleansing out spiritual clutter, thereby creating ample space for your next miracle to gracefully manifest. And oh, the miracle is indeed coming. That is precisely why this intense battle preceded it. You see, spiritual attacks often arrive just prior to a significant breakthrough. That is precisely what this was, a final desperate distraction before your divine elevation. But now that you possess this awareness, absolutely nothing can impede what is now unfolding. I have already foreseen it. The joy, the transformative shift, the precise moment you step into something that was uniquely designed for you alone. The letter, the opportunity, the unexpected visitor who utters something that unlocks a brand new door. It is all actively in motion. Now you simply need to steadfastly remain in your light. Remain grounded. Remain protected. Speak life, affirming words into your personal space. Awaken each day and declare aloud, this home is sacred, this body is sacred. This day is divinely covered. When you engage in this practice, heaven unfailingly responds. The angels perfectly align, and the intruder's path becomes thoroughly obstructed by a light so potent it completely blinds them. Now take a breath, child, right here. Take a deep restorative breath. Close your eyes if you feel the need. Allow this profound truth to deeply penetrate. You were never intended to bear this fear in solitude. You were never meant to endure this confusion without receiving answers. This message providentially located you because I desired it to. Because you unequivocally deserve to comprehend the truth. And now that you possess this knowledge, you are no longer a victim. You are not someone to be merely observed. You are someone to be respected, fiercely protected, and lovingly uplifted. I am assigning 2 specific angels to accompany you for the duration of the next 7 days. You will not physically perceive them, but you will acutely sense their presence in the way peace gracefully returns to your room. In the way ambient noise gradually subsides around you, in the way your sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. They are not merely guardians, they are benevolent carriers of new joy. And when this period concludes, you will find yourself reflecting not with apprehension but with unwavering faith. Because you will intrinsically know that one will diligently clear the energetic field while the other will meticulously prepare the pathway ahead. This was the decisive turning point. The precise moment the attack ceased. The moment your inherent spiritual authority was fully reinstated, you were not the same person any longer. You were now covered, now crowned, forever chosen, and so it is. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Yes, I will continue because your spirit is still absorbing, still healing, and still receiving what heaven has patiently waited so long to pour into you. There are profound things that cannot be rushed. The atmospheric energy surrounding you is shifting even at this instant, slowly, gently yet profoundly, because something deep within your soul has finally uttered. And this very moment, this quiet stillness you are experiencing right now is precisely one of them. An affirmative wise. Yes to heightened awareness. Yes to undeniable truth. Yes to standing firmly in your divine authority and declaring no more. No more silent suffering, no more dismissing it. No more allowing situations to persist that unequivocally disturb your peace. You have finally grasped the profound understanding that your inner peace is not a trivial matter. It is sacred, and it must be diligently guarded like a priceless treasure. Now I desire to reveal something significant about that stranger. Not merely their actions, but their underlying motivation. Because you need to comprehend the precise kind of energy you are engaging with. This individual doesn't merely harbor curiosity, they carry a profound hunger. Not the kind that seeks sustenance, but the kind that desperately seeks an identity. They have been spiritually adrift, confused, and profoundly empty. And when they approached your dwelling, they sensed something. They may not even comprehend it clearly themselves, but what they perceived was a powerful sense of spiritual safety. They felt what you have been effortlessly emanating without even trying. And they resolved in their own darkness to relentlessly return, to take, to touch, to be in proximity, but not to heal, not to grow, only to mimic. To seek shortcuts, to attempt to don your energy like a coat that was never fashioned for them. But that coat does not fit them. It never will. Because the fundamental truth is that what is divinely intended for you cannot be stolen. And every single time they attempt it, every single time they return to trespass upon what is sacred, they generate more dire consequences for themselves. You do not require vengeance. You do not need to apprehend them in the act. Heaven has already done so. The exposure will manifest not only to your perception, but also to the perception of others. They will attempt to justify their actions, to rationalize, to minimize, but people will discern the truth. You are stepping into your season of profound spiritual maturity, a sacred space where your intuition unerringly guides you in your light powerfully, protects you before any harm can ever. And more importantly, you will feel the undeniable shift in power because you, child, are no longer powerless. Reach your door. Allow me to state this plainly now, this will never happen again. Not to your home, not to your heart, not to your spirit. Because the divine covering upon your life has significantly thickened. The tangible presence of angels has dramatically increased, and your spiritual armor once left neglected in the closet is now fully donned upon you. You are guarded, you are ready. You are no longer the same vulnerable soul they mistakenly perceived as weak. Now when they attempt to draw near, they will sense it in the very air. Something will actively stop them, block them, utterly confuse them. They will not comprehend why they are no longer able to step forward. But you will, because you will intrinsically know that heaven has decisively closed that door for good. Now let us address your home. Not merely the physical structure you inhabit, but the sacred energy of that space. I desire you to anoint it, cleanse it, and make a powerful declaration over it. This is your personal temple. Speak these words as you slowly traverse through it. Only love resides here. Only peace reigns here. No shadow, no spirit, no stranger can transgress the light of this home. Articulate it aloud. Even if your voice trembles, say it when you awaken. Say it when the sun descends. Say it until your home doesn't just feel secure. It feels utterly sacred. And when you undertake this practice, every wall, every doorway, every floorboard will begin to echo those words like an impenetrable shield. The very air will shift, the energy will powerfully rise. And the next time darkness endeavors to enter, it will have no alternative but to retreat. Child, this marks a new era for you, a profound spiritual rebirth. Your vision is sharpening, your discernment is growing. You will commence to perceive things that were perpetually present, but you previously failed to notice. That unsettling sensation around certain individuals. That oppressive energy in specific locations. That sudden onset of fatigue when a message arrives from someone you intuitively know you should not trust. All of it is your spirit forewarning you before danger can even knock. Listen intently, trust it implicitly, do not second-guess it. You have been bestowed with that precious gift for a profound reason. And now that you are awakened to it, It will honoringly guide you through everything that lies ahead. And what lies ahead is resplendently beautiful. I foresee blessings arriving like successive waves. I perceive doors that were once firmly sealed begin to slowly crack open. Not due to your personal strength, but as a result of your complete surrender. I see joy gracefully returning to your space. I see someone new entering your life with profound peace in their hands and unwavering honesty in their heart. Not someone who takes, not someone who conceals, but someone who perfectly mirrors your light because they have navigated their own darkness and emerged healed from it. Someone divinely sent, not merely attracted. And I perceive abundance not solely in financial means or opportunities, but in profound rest, in tranquil stillness, in finally being able to sit within your space and breathe without anxiety. A person perfectly aligned with this new version of you, the authentic you, the awakened you, lingering beside you. That is the rich reward for listening, for acting, for steadfastly standing in your spiritual truth. This is the season where peace becomes permanent, not transient, not precarious, but deeply rooted like an ancient tree that no storm can ever uproot. You have prayed for this for such a long duration. And now the answer is gracefully arriving, not with cacophony, not with drama, but with subtle quiet shifts that you will only discern because you have cultivated a heightened sensitivity to the you have wondered when it would finally manifest. Voice of heaven. So hold your head high now. You have accomplished something most people never do. You have confronted the invisible and unequivocally claimed your power nonetheless. You have responded to a message not merely with curiosity, but with profound obedience. You have honored the soft whisper that urged, "Open this before it is too late." And now it is not too late. It is precisely on time. The attack has failed. The spirit operating behind the intrusion has been decisively removed. The energy surrounding your life has been divinely rewired. And you, yes you, are about to enter the most spiritually protected chapter of your entire existence. You are not who you were prior to receiving this message. You are stronger. You are surrounded. You are safe. And now I utter these final words to indelibly seal this message deep within your soul. No weapon forged against you shall ever prosper. No visitor with malicious intentions shall ever gain entry. No curse, no fear, no shadow can survive where the brilliant light of God is present. This home is covered, this soul is sealed, this journey is blessed. And this story is now irrevocably redeemed. If you believe this truth for your life, type N to activate your impenetrable shield of faith. You may now close your eyes and rest. The angels are still vigilantly watching. And I am still here always. Archangel Michael, child, I am still here. Do not hasten away. Just because the message may feel complete does not signify that the blessing has ceased its arrival. Sometimes the most sacred revelations manifest in the quiet aftermath of the voice. This tranquil moment, this very silence, it is also an integral part of my presence. It is how I allow my profound peace to settle within your chest like soft, life-giving rain on parched land. Remain with me, breathe, because I am not merely delivering a message. I am granting you the essential time to fully receive it. Yes, I have unveiled something monumental, a name, a divine plan, a sacred reunion. But I do not merely wish for you to hear it. I desire you to believe it, to trust it implicitly, to nurture it like a precious seed within your heart. Because, child, what you steadfastly carry in faith today unequivocally becomes your tangible reality tomorrow. Allow this truth to take deep root. Let it migrate from your ears into the very essence of your bones. You are profoundly loved, eternally seen, and fully remembered. Now listen again. This is not about impulsively rushing into a romance. It is about meticulously preparing for a greater purpose. Both of you have endured enough to comprehend that love devoid of a solid foundation inevitably crumbles in the midst of life's storms. But this has been painstakingly rebuilt from the inside out. What once caused you pain is now the very force that will bind you together in unbreakable strength. Both of you have been refined not as a form of punishment, but as a divine act of protection. What is approaching next is not fragile, it is fire-tested. I desire for you to laugh genuinely again, to breathe more freely, to anticipate mornings with authentic joy instead of lingering confusion. Because I am not the deity of chaos. I am the God of clarity, and I am delivering that clarity to you now, bit by bit, hour by precious hour. You will observe peace beginning to replace those frantic spinning thoughts. You will awaken without that persistent ache in your chest. You will smile without having to force it. These are definitive signs. They hold immense significance. Do not disregard these small miracles. And while the person I have spoken of prepares to fully reveal their heart to you, I also ask you to undertake an action. Forgive not for their sake, but they are precursors to monumental ones. Unequivocally for yours. Release what they were incapable of being before. Release the pain they inflicted in their state of confusion. Do not carry the burdens of yesterday into the vibrant doorway of tomorrow. I am constructing something entirely new, and new creations cannot flourish in old depleted soil. So, child, honor the past, bless it. Release it completely, and trust me to fill your hands with something immeasurably superior. You are almost there. You perceive it, don't you? That subtle inner pull, that quiet knowing that heaven is not just above you. It is actively surrounding you right now. And if you listen closely, you might even perceive their soul calling out to yours. It is real. The name is real, and it is approaching. But I will convey something even more exquisite than a name. You. Yes, you are the miracle they are about to encounter. They are not merely receiving your presence. They are stepping into the profound blessing I have created you to be. You are their answered prayer, their pivotal turning point, their unexpected divine gift. That is precisely why I have been shaping you with such meticulous care. That is why I have been protecting you from distractions. Because I knew this very moment was imminent, when the one who once walked away would return, not to cause you further pain, but to profoundly honor you. And this time they will do it correctly. You will perceive it in their eyes. You will discern it in their very breath. You will witness it in their actions. And you will intrinsically know this is the love that heaven specifically wrote for me. So now, one final time, utter their name within your heart. Feel it reverberate within your soul, and when they arrive, do not fee in surprise. Smile and softly whisper back, I have been waiting for this, because, child, so have they, and so have I. Amen. Oh, and one more thing. Dear child, if this word has touched your soul, as sharing this prophetic word will activate the anointing and share that breakthrough with your network. Let others know what heaven is doing. Amen. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our exclusive community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on these deep truths. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life if you follow it. You won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.